Good morning guys, I hope you are all very well. I thought I'd take you through a little bit of what I eat in a day. Not for comparison, just for meal ideas really. Especially meal ideas when you're a full-time mum, it can be really hard to eat, especially if you have a Velcro baby, which I do. I always start the day with coffee. I drink decaf. I went decaf through my pregnancy and have just stuck to it. So I always start the day with a little oat milk latte situation. This is the best oat milk ever. Minor Figures, my fave. For breakfast yesterday, I meal prepped some little oat protein pots. So we're gonna have one of those. And I'll leave a link to the recipe in the description box because it's a recipe from my website. Just adding 2 little flavour drop things. I always try to do latte art and literally nothing ever comes out. It's so bad. I used to work in a cafe as well. Really tasty little protein pots that I made yesterday. So I made these protein pots yesterday. These jars are amazing, by the way. I'll put a link in the box because they are so cute and so, like, aesthetic but also really useful. They are cherry and cinnamon with peanut butter and seeds on top. They're so good and so packed full of goodness. So, here we go, brekkie. Baby's asleep right now, which is the only way I can enjoy my breakfast in peace. He started waking up at 6, so now he sleeps at 8. But yeah, this will definitely fill me up for the day. Nice bit of fuel. Got loads of fibre, protein, got some healthy fats from the nuts and the peanut butter. You could add some cheesies if you wanted. But yeah, delish. Recipe below. Snack number 1 of the day, an apple, which actually tastes like garlic because I've chopped it on a board. Oh, that I used to cook with last night. That's not a good combo. I'm just about to take the boys out for a walk. Yeah, we're going walkies. So when I eat fruit, I always make sure to eat some kind of nuts with them. Just helps keep you fuller for longer. The fats in nuts are harder to digest than the carbohydrates in fruit, like apples. So when you eat nuts with your apples, that combination is going to keep you full for way longer than just the simple carbohydrates in fruit. Fun fact. Also, did you know there's a 100% chance of happiness if you give your doggy a biscuit? I'm just making a little bit of lunch. Bubs is officially weaning. I'm trying to make food that we'll both eat, and then I can do mine a bit differently, like I add oil or salt to mine. So I thought I'd just show you what I'm having for my lunch. We've got Buggy Fit at 1. 12 o'clock, so having this is kind of a pre-workout, so I'll just show you what we're having. I've got some tofu here, and that's for Bubs. His doesn't have anything on it, that's probably ready now, whereas mine is fried in oil. Some sweet potato steaming it in there, and then I'm going to serve it with a bit of avocado. One for me, one for Bubba, which is always good fun, always entertaining. Heaps of nourishment for both of us, although I don't think he swallows any of his food. So good. We just got back having my favourite afternoon snack, which is just a slice of toast, which is actually a little bit burnt, with peanut butter, banana and cinnamon. It's the best combo ever. If you haven't tried it too, especially if you put a bit of honey. So good. I'm having a herbal tea, which is a Twinings moment of calm, which I think we all need. Yeah, and we're playing, aren't we? All of us, we're playing. Bubs is sitting up now, so I started making these little, like, playstations with cushions behind him because I don't trust how well he sits up. He still, like, tumbles a little bit. Delicious. Does anyone else have 2 lunches? Don't know if it's a breastfeeding thing or if I'm just not getting enough protein at the moment, but I can't just have one lunch. By like 3-4 o'clock, I need something savoury, like proper, which is where leftovers come in. I've just got some roasted veggies. I live off leftovers. Whenever I'm cooking anything, I'll make extra and have it the next day. So here I've got roasted butternut squash, roasted potato, roasted broccoli, roasted pepper and some chickpeas. Good evening guys, I'm just making some dinner. Thought I'd pop on and show you what we're having. I'm doing a minestrone. I was on the phone to someone earlier and they said they had made minestrone. I was like, oh, damn, that sounds good. So I'm making minestrone. So far, bubbling away in here. We've got onion, garlic, celery, carrot, courgette, and chopped run of beans. And then I added in some stock and some tinned tomatoes. And I'm also going to add in some beans and pasta. Minestrone is such a good fridge raid food, if you didn't know. It's so easy, just whatever veggies you've got lying around, chop them up, loads of oil, some onions, some garlic, tin of beans from the cupboard, stock from the cupboard, tin of tomatoes from the cupboard, pasta from the cupboard. Such a good fridge raid meal because you don't need that many fresh ingredients and you can use up old ingredients. I've got a jar of boiled bean cream chickpeas and they are the best, but I don't know if I want to use it on this meal because they're so good. And how fun is my little pasta shape I've got. The thing with minestrone though is that it doesn't keep very well if you've had pasta in it because over time it just absorbs all the stock and the juice. If I've made a big batch, which I often will, I'll remove half of it that's going to go in the fridge or the freezer and then I'll add the pasta so it still soaks up the flavour without going all stodgy and gross. Yum. Full of veggies over this. Just going to top it with a little bit of olive oil. That was a lot of oil. And a sprinkle of nutritional yeast. So good for you, so hearty. That minestrone was delicious. Very much enjoyed that. I might actually write up the recipe properly and put it on the website because that was a really nice one. And I did use my fancy chickpeas. I'm glad they did because they were blooming lovely. And now I've actually just got a little craving for some chocolate cookies. I need to sit down and work for like the rest of the evening. So I thought I'd make it cozy and make a nice cup of tea and make some cookies, put something nice on the TV. Yeah, have some little cookies while I work. I'm really awful at following recipes for baking. I kind of just make them up as I go. I'll look at like 3 or 4 different recipes online, get a gist for something, and then just wing it, like make it up myself. So I'm attempting to make a small batch of cookies with not really a recipe, which is a little bit chaotic, but it works for me and now it is literally my job, so it must work somehow. I have no idea how these are going to turn out because I totally winged that recipe, but there's only one way to find out. I don't quite know what I've made because they didn't turn out like cookies, I guess because there's no butter, but they look good. Let's taste test. They look good. I didn't think they'd be good because I totally winged that recipe, but they're nice, man. I'll call it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that brought you a little bit of food inspo and that you enjoyed watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.